I am at the moment responsible for Freedom for Italy from Venafro to Pontecorvo, and we are trying to optimize better the events in our area. I have been asked to give an overview of what has been done. First of all, Cassino wants to be the city for peace, for its particular history. In Cassino we have several war cemeteries, and we have a lot of persons coming worldwide to honor the fallen soldiers. And all the cemeteries in Cassino are wonderfully kept and visited all the year around. So, and we are working to keep the heritage alive, and especially to explain and remind everybody the importance of peace. Because what we have today has been achieved through a lot of sacrifices, and we have still many visitors worldwide coming who are suffering for the loss of their family members. So, Cassino commemoration, as I said, as you have this monument at the German cemetery, is the sorrow, no? Parents suffering for the loss of their son. And respectfully, all the cemeteries must be held, visited, kept in respecting this thought. For the organization of the 80th anniversary, we studied this logo. This logo is representing a monument that we have in Cassino that has been made by Umberto Mastroianni for the 40th anniversary of the destruction of the town Cassino. And this is made it as design, but it does represent a bomb which does explode. No? I suggested to use this monument because even in Cassino sometimes people, the residents, don't know the importance of this monument, so it's important to be kept. Who is coming to Cassino? Of course, I say Cassino, but this is Florence, this is Rome, this is any war cemetery. So we have also private citizens who do organize their visits. Here we had, before the official ceremonies, we had the commemoration on the Amazon Bridge. Amazon Bridge is a very important bridge, a very important Bailey Bridge, which the Royal Engineers built in order to cross what the Americans called the Rapido River, but it was the Gari River. Very difficult, very difficult place. So we had a very large party coming from Britain to attend the commemoration. There was also a private commemoration at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, which was remembering the actual crossing 80 years ago on the Gari. This to point out the families are still remembering, the families are still suffering for the loss. And respectfully, we need to also that locally we understand better the importance of these cemeteries, and that we share the respect for these cemeteries. And so we need to work, especially with the younger generation. So we had a very large party coming for this commemoration. And the most people, 99%, were all coming from Britain. And there were a lot of people. And here we have also a scene from the commemoration on the Amazon Bridge memorial. And there is also, if you are coming to Cassino, there is also a piece of a Bailey Bridge. And what I did learn during this commemoration is that the Royal Engineers built in Italy 2,000 Bailey Bridges, and Amazon Bridge was one of the most important. And this is the family photo, no? And on the right and on the left, there were still further people which I couldn't bring into the photo because there were too many, and we have too many Japanese photographers with your handies, with your mobile phones, which are standing always in front and don't allow to take decent pictures. I was impressed about this photo. I liked it. It's a very British style photo, but the sorrow, enjoying the shade and thinking and thinking about the family members who are lying there, because at the end, you know what the problem on the Commonwealth War Cemetery? It's a beautiful park. Sometimes people think that's a park, and it's not a cemetery. So we are fighting a real fight, because sometimes we see people who come there to bring the dog or play football, and so we need to educate the people towards the sorrow, to show the remembrance in respect of. Then we have also niche market tours, no? With our friends from Poland. Yesterday, this is 0.593. Over the Liri Valley, the Abbey of Monte Cassino. So we had asked also the Abbot of Monte Cassino if he would allow to honor the fallen soldiers in the Abbey of Monte Cassino. So we were allowed either to play in here in the Bramante court, as also in the crypt of Monte Cassino, which normally is not allowed. Then we had also the visit of the ambassadors from the Holy Seat in Rome, the ones who belong to the European community, because they were also discussing about how to keep and how to preserve the heritage and what to do in order that it is not forgotten. So they did visit the Abbey of Monte Cassino, the Polish cemetery, and the German cemetery. And on May the 14th, we had the commemoration of the United States. I think that one of the difficulties we were facing is that the town of Cassino gave the whole organization, the responsibility of the organization, to each of the embassies. And so the Italian citizens were more or less cut off. So it become a private event, no? Like here at the commemoration, which honestly speaking, I do organize. I had to give it to the American embassy, and as I am a private citizen, they said, I don't speak with you because you are you are president of nothing. So not my town, but next year when there is no embassy and no town, I will be organizing it again. And here, thanks to my due that I was very insisting, and it became very expensive, I have had the opportunity to invite or to inform when the commemoration was held. And so the 4 ladies are belonging to the family Mehaffey, and their grandfather fought and got injured on the Rapido River. And the father insisted that they had to come. And so they did come to Cassino, and so they were the special guest of honor. And the flags that we are using for the commemoration are donated by this family. And so here we have the military coming. This is the Rapido River. No, I don't want to explain again what the Rapido is, but at the end, Rapido is a small affluent to the Gari at the end, but this is the Gari, and it is completely different. And our friend Robert had also the privilege to have a rafting tour, no? Which is also a niche market. It's a very nice experience to go down, very safe, also for children, but it's very interesting experience, different to go down by on a raft on the river. And here the commemoration is also launching a wreath into the water, no? Besides laying flowers on the monuments. And here in Cassino we have a special connection also with the Vosges, because the Nisei soldier who fought here in Cassino with the 34th did fight in Bifontaine, and so we have in Cassino also monuments remembering this. And here we have some people from Freedom for Italy, together with the American ambassador, who we had the privilege to meet at the Rapido River, at the commemoration. You see Marco, you see Robert, and then we have 2 handsome, bold people, the ambassador and me. And I was impressed about this photo. This lady is a survivor of Sant'Angelo, and this was Captain Martinez, the gentleman who was here yesterday, and he was talking with her, asking about her experience on being in Sant'Angelo during the bombing. Then we had the German commemoration. So here we have, kindly they did invite also the abbot. Normally the Bishop of Cassino had to come, but the abbot had the opportunity. This is the German ambassador. So the Volksbund did organize this event. And we had several wreaths laid. At the German cemetery, we have more than 20,000 tombs. So more than 20,000 soldiers are lying there. Then we have the Polish commemoration, and the Polish commemoration was the most impressive. The Polish, it's now several years, and especially probably also because Marianders is giving it enormous importance. The Polish cemetery, they had more than 4,000 persons coming from Poland. And our President Mattarella was kindly invited by Duda, the Polish president, and so the Italian president did return specifically also to attend this commemoration, because Cassino Monte Cassino for the Polish citizens has a primary importance, because also during the communist period, the song Czerwone Maki Monte Cassino was the song against the communism. And Czerwone Maki Monte Cassino are the red poppies of Monte Cassino. So the red poppies of Monte Cassino are redder than others because a lot of blood has been lost there by the Polish soldiers. And yesterday you have been informed about the sacrifice of the Polish soldiers during the campaign of Italy. We have a further monument for General Anders. I hope, as I said, to mark, I think that I could have some American who have some spare money to build in Cassino a monument for all Americans, because we don't have specifically to give a reason, because at the end we need to say thank you to everybody, because at the end we were a team, even if Italy at the beginning was in the wrong team as we see it today, but we are free thanks to all the soldiers who did come and helped us, and this must not be forgotten. And as you can see here at the Polish monument, it was very interesting that children were involved, because this is like in athletics. We need to pass the baton, because we can't please ourselves. So we need to invest correctly, give the correct information to the younger generation. And in Cassino there is a lot to be done, because we have to go to the school, explain in Italian, find the right words to explain them from when they are small up to the university, the importance of heritage. We had also the visit of the Minister of Defense from New Zealand, and Collins, and she is also a daughter of a veteran of the Battle of Monte Cassino. So for her, coming to Cassino was very, very important. And here we were on the balcony, La Loggia del Paradiso, the Paradise balcony, and the host was the Abbot of Monte Cassino. And here, enjoying the view. I pointed out, for example, in Monte Cassino itself, in the Abbey, there is only one foreign artist, and that's an American. And that's Ben Long, a veteran from Vietnam. And he made frescoes in a site, on the site of John the Baptist. And then we arrived to the British commemoration. Also, the British commemoration was a very, very moving attending. And here we see how they were paying respect, and we see in the back also the Abbey of Monte Cassino. And here we have the Duchess of Edinburgh coming in. And of course, this is a nice souvenir photo, looks nice. And here we have a veteran speaking about his experience and sharing his experience with all of us. And he belonged to the Royal Fusiliers.
Age shall not weary, nor the years condemn. For the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember. We will remember.
Here we have the Duchess laying the wreath. Here she had a brief speech. Commonwealth. So we had also representatives from New Zealand. This again to the Italian entrepreneurs. If we would be able to be so smart as the French for the 80th anniversary, it could become also a business. It could be an attraction for families to come, grandfather bringing the son, the grandchildren, and they stay for a longer period. And it does teach something important, no? And we don't need to invent the hot water, has already been invented. So we should look what our cousins in France have done and try to do better. And here we have, again, a nice photo. And here we have the religious representative, no? All the religions are respected. What was very nice, what hasn't happened in other cemeteries, is say thank you to the one who worked. Say to the one who do the job every day, that at least they get a hug, they get a thank you. 2 minutes, and then they have the appreciation that their work is important. Not at the German, not at the Polish. The VIPs were all too busy. Photo, video, goodbye, news. But at the end, also the ones who do work on a daily basis, they need to be remembered. Here, we are having elections, so we are, I really liked the idea of the torch. The idea of the Commonwealth War Grave Commission is very interesting because it's something similar that we do with the Peace Torch of Cassino. So every year, the Peace Torch of Cassino goes to a city in Europe where is a connection with St. Benedict. And also here, it's very important that the elder generation is passing the torch to the younger generation. Because the younger generation must know, must remember, and must appreciate what the former ones have done. And we, elder generation, we must not give up. We must tell them, as in this photo, it has been done. The future is in the hand of the younger generation, no? And of course, the today's soldiers did appreciate of talking with a veteran. And in the afternoon, we had the commemoration for the Kiwis, and it was pouring. But the commemoration was still held, and here we have some moments, and this is Sir Robert Gillis, 99 years old, and very sharp, very, very sharp. And I met him last year as this year, and he was pleased to come back, especially for the Maori. For the Maori coming to Cassino, and he did a big stand-up. As I am a good friend of the Kiwis, you see the flag in the back. So he did stand up, 99 years old, and he said to the army, if this flag is not being shown, there is no commemoration. So, because he wanted that all the places where the Kiwis, where the Maoris did fight, must be represented. It's very important, before I forget, in Cassino we had several fights of minorities. We had the Maori. We had originally Mexican fighting with the American, with the Texas infantry. We had the Nisei soldiers after Pearl Harbor. No? So we had, even Brazilians were here. So, it is important that we remember and we learn and we don't forget. And here also, the Duchess was very pleased to have a brief chat with him. I can remember, I was there also 5 years ago with Prince Harry. And he was also very, very kind when he was with the veterans. And I spoke with the veterans and they were very impressed that he was so nice speaking with them. And here we have the authorities going away, and here the one who have done the job. No? So they were quite happy. And here I caught them while they had a moment. Job is done, now we can relax. And here the book of the VIPs. And here we have Sir Robert Gillis. A family photo with all the Maoris coming from New Zealand. And for sure, Sir Robert Gillis won't come back. He knew, he was thinking, it will be my last time. And also the family members, the nieces who were escorting him, because he was very sad. He was happy, but he was very sad because he did understand it will be my last time here in Cassino. Before we go to the last slide, I would like to say again, thank you to Eddie, to Robert, to Alex, especially to Eddie and Robert for the enthusiasm that they are bringing to us. Because if we are here today, it's because they love Italy perhaps more than we do. And so they are helping us. Sometimes we are a little bit negative. We think that everything is very difficult, but then Eddie shouts to me and he says, "Don't be German," and smile and be calm. Freedom for Italy is a good opportunity for us Italians, with your help, because alone we can't do it, to first of all to do better next year's commemoration, the 80th. We have now a chance. We have seen where we have made the mistakes in Cassino or elsewhere, and we can do better commemorations for the 80th on the Gothic line. And there is work for everybody. We did understand museums, the events, and especially teach the children the importance of what we have received, because without a past, there is no future. And so, thank you for insisting that we should smile, okay? Because even yesterday, he gave me a terrific lesson, but I am also a person who does organize. And so I said, we need to plan and we need to work together. And that's very important. So I want to show you this last video. I gave the battlefield tour to the New Zealand military, and we were just saying goodbye. They gave me a nice present, and I was going away, and then happened this. Of course, I didn't understand, not a word. So this was, I don't remember his rank, but he did line up all the soldiers to say goodbye. And it was a very moving moment. I was nearly crying because I didn't expect it. And so for me, having the opportunity to cooperate, to keep the heritage alive is very important. Even that I'm not from Cassino, but I learned from the veterans the importance of keeping the heritage alive. Thank you.